This week, KCPD and area officers learned the basics on recognizing various types of insurance fraud, such as staged accidents, bodily harm, and property damage. We spoke with Special Agent Walter Wagner of the National Insurance Crime Bureau regarding insurance fraud.
Insurance fraud is not a victimless crime. There's over $30 billion in property and casualty fraud every year. That represents everyone that takes out an insurance policy, be it on house, vehicles, or whatever. It could be rental property, it could be commercial property, it could be farm property. So it affects everyone. Law enforcement is involved because law enforcement is the first one that responds to an accident scene. They can determine if it's an actual accident, if there's injury. Who they put in the report as being passengers in the vehicle is very important, whether they claim injury or not. And as far as a burglary scene, they go to a burglary scene and it doesn't appear to be an actual burglary. It might be a staged burglary. They're the first person that sees that, and they can stop possible insurance fraud right there. We're going to teach them all the different types of insurance fraud, and that's from staged accidents to vehicle theft to burglaries to destructions of property, all the types that are property and casualty. Well, one individual might have 72 claims, slip and falls and staged accidents and maybe false burglary claims. Or it can be a big group such as doctors and lawyers and chiropractors all the way down the line. So it can be highly organized or it can be just an individual taking advantage of the system. This is one case started with one small claim with one insurance company. The claimant actually called the insurance company, wanted to know why she wasn't paid. And they said, because you're still going to a chiropractor. And she basically said, no, I'm not. Well, the gist of it was that he had billed for 32 visits and she only been to him 4 times. That was turned over to us. We went and re-interviewed her, and she told us about a friend, which led to another friend, which led to 15 interviews, all of them only going to the chiropractor 3 or 4 times and being billed 32 to 190 times. And that led to a case that led to $14 million being paid out by various, or being billed to various insurance companies with over $2 million worth of payout. It definitely helps. I taught at the O'Fallon Police Department, and a week later I had one of the officers call me on a burglary he thought was suspicious. This is just an example. It was a $20,000 burglary, and the person said they didn't have insurance. He thought it was suspicious, but when they said they didn't have insurance, he didn't know what would be the motive. He contacted us, and sure enough, the guy did have an insurance claim for $20,000. So he had lied to the police officer, and so that led to us being able to get a confession from him eventually.
It is estimated insurance fraud costs Americans more than $85 billion a year. That comes out to be a little over $1,000 per household, and that cost is passed on insurance rates. I'm Officer Shelley Gaddis. Have a safe week.